Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's the Arid Lord. This is a reaction and analysis video and overall thoughts on the new Assassin's Creed game that was announced for later this year, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Originally, there was a leak that said the game was going to be called Assassin's Creed Victory, but I guess now we've had a bit of an update and change. The game is now going to be called Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Some interesting information to kind of take away from this game. It takes place in 1868 London, which is quite a time jump. I was thinking it was going to take place in the 1700s or sometime within that time frame. But I guess because they already did that in Assassin's Creed Unity, they feel that they want to kind of speed up the process into the modern era, which kind of tells me that there might be more of a focus on industrial weapons, guns. You know, you might see maybe the precursor of cars. You know, I'm not sure if that's going to be seen. But the game, I definitely think the game is catching up to the modern era, and very quickly, might I add. It's quite surprising. If I had to guess and put money down on it, I would say that this is going to be the last Assassin's Creed game we see in Europe. Just my prediction, we've pretty much had an Assassin's Creed game in every major European nation. I'd say Germany would be the only one that we did not, even though there were some flashback sequences to it in Assassin's Creed Unity. We've had Italy, we've had the Constantinople area, the Ottoman Empire, we've had France, now we're going to have Great Britain. The only country we really haven't had a focus on that's, you know, a major country would be Spain, maybe Russia, but that's kind of encroaching upon Asian territory. If you want my take, I kind of like the next Assassin's Creed game to take place in an Asian country like China or Japan. Those are my two contenders for the next Assassin's Creed game. I think it would change the dynamic because I think having a European Assassin's Creed game for too long makes it predictable as to how the characters are going to act. I think the Japanese way of life and what they preach and how they act is very different from European principles. And I think maybe different religions like Hinduism, different practices in the samurai way might be interesting to explore. But anyway, not to divert the topic of the gameplay, I just wanted to start that off here. 75 years have gone by since Unity to Victory. And basically, according to Ubisoft, in an interview they did with GameSpot, and also an interview they did with Game Informer, they said that they are leaving the medieval era behind, and I believe there's going to be more of a focus on the Industrial Revolution. Basically, I think that this might be an interesting one, and I think for a couple of reasons. There's some news about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Number one, there's no multiplayer for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I am not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you want my opinion on it, I'm not sure what you guys will think, but I think it's a good thing. All right, I never thought that Assassin's Creed was a good multiplayer game. All right, I never ever believed that Assassin's Creed should have been a multiplayer game. The two biggest things I never liked about Assassin's Creed was, number one, the game came out every freaking year, and last year it was even worse because two Assassin's Creed games came out, Rogue for the last gen and Unity for the next gen, which really, as the saying would go, milking the cash cow, which I did not agree with. Also, because of that, you had split management. Assassin's Creed Unity suffered from some of the worst gameplay, graphical problems, frame rate problems. It could only be run at 900p. There were many problems with Unity that people were not happy about. I myself didn't even play Unity. I have the game downloaded because it was a free gift, but because of the bad news that I heard about it, I never actually gave it a shot. The other thing that I don't like about Assassin's Creed nowadays is that there's no modern day sequence. The end of the Desmond Miles story really was a blow to me. I really liked him, the main character of the Assassin's Creed franchise. For so long, it was basically reliving his memories in the Animus. You had two simultaneous stories. You had the story of the past assassin that you'd go and play as, but you'd also have his story in the present day dealing with Abstergo, the first civilization, and all of these conflicts. Assassin's Creed 3 ended his story abruptly. They killed him off pretty much, and now there's this new story that comes from that was kind of explored in Assassin's Creed 4, But ever since Assassin's Creed 4, we have had little to no information about what this modern-day story is. Unity gives no information on that. There is no modern-day sequence at all. In fact, the modern Abstergo machine is called like the Helixamorph or the Helixer or some new thing that it wasn't even supposed to be, which really just felt like a disservice to the fans. People who cared about the story, who cared about how intricate and detailed the story was with regards to history. I liked that about Assassin's Creed, and I didn't like how they were kind of changing it to fit this mass media appeal. So, in terms of things for Assassin's Creed Syndicate that I'd want, I would like a game that focuses more on the character, that's more of a character-driven story. I believe we're playing as two assassins in this title, as the game would hint. There's two assassins that you'll be, almost like Grand Theft Auto 5, where you're alternating between three characters. This game, you got two characters, and I think it's dealing with the rights of workers in this game. From what the trailer you saw that I muted the audio for, it seems to be the rights of the working class trying to rise up from poverty, labor disputes. I don't believe there's a war set around this, as the developers said in their interview, that the best kind of Assassin's Creed games work when there's no official conflict. And that's true. If you look at Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, Assassin's Creed 1 had the Crusades going on, but Assassin's Creed 2 didn't really have any like war kind of conflict, and it ended up being one of the best of the series. So I definitely think I think Ubisoft has the right idea. Their comments on this gameplay basically allows them to, kind of speak to what the fans have been criticizing the franchise about. I think that they're listening to their audience. I think that they're, I can't say this for certain because I haven't played the game yet, but I think the game's going in the right direction. It looks like there's new mechanics being introduced with this grapple hook and some other new abilities. It looks like you can wear a top hat now, which is fucking weird. I'm not sure if that'll impact the gameplay experience at all, but it definitely looks interesting. So yeah, just some overall just kind of pre-things. The trailer was literally released just a few hours ago, and I figured, why not? I was thinking in my head about some things that I wanted for this game that I didn't want for this game, and I'm glad that there's no multiplayer, that the game is focusing on, two characters. I don't think there's been any talk of any modern-day sequences yet. I mean, that's always something you kind of have to play the game in order to see if there's even any modern-day stuff. But I'm hoping that the game developers, Ubisoft, they give us a new modern-day assassin. I'm tired of just playing as some Joe Schmo Abstergo employee who's reliving the memories of old assassins. Like, I don't like that. I like it when the character that I'm reliving the memories through, there's some kind of connection. I mean, let's not forget back to Assassin's Creed Revelations when we had 3 layers of, going back in memories. We had Desmond going back into the memories of Ezio, going back into the memories of Altair. Like, you had a chain of characters who you all knew and you all cared for, and you had played all these characters in different games and different levels. It was cool. It tied the story together, gave you some context for other greater plots. It was good, and I thought a lot of time went into it. And I just feel like what they did last year with Unity didn't really hit the mark. And I'm hoping that they kind of change that. I think the graphics from all the pictures I've seen look impressive. Of course, that's no indication of what the graphics will actually be. Of course, this game is only on the next gen, as you would have expected. And I think this is the only Assassin's Creed game coming out this year. I don't think they're making another one for last gen. I think last year was their last gen experience with Rogue. Let's hope that at E3 we don't get a fucking announcement about another Assassin's Creed game coming out, because I will be very angry. I would like them to put all of their efforts into this game. Part of the reason why I think Unity had the problems that it did was because they were trying to split too many of their efforts between Rogue and Unity. Last gen, next gen, it didn't work out. Graphical problems and lots of things happened as a result. So I'm hoping that the focus on this one game, I think it's like Ubisoft Quebec or something that's actually focusing on this game this time. I think it's like a different developing branch of Ubisoft. So let's hope that this whole dynamic leads to a better game and a better gameplay experience. So that's basically my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this game. I've obviously been having some images that have been released scroll by, and of course the trailer was playing in the background. I muted the audio just because I didn't want to get any copyright claims or anything. Basically, the main character, what's his name? Jacob something, I believe. What is his name? Jacob and Evie Fry. So it's basically twin siblings that you'll be playing as. And I'll put some links to articles that I actually found out this information from, and that's cool. So it looks like we'll be getting dual protagonists who are also a man and a woman. So that'll be, as long as I'm reading that correctly. Yeah. So that'll be interesting. That'll be cool. And I guess it's Ubisoft's attempt to satisfy the women demographic after they kind of failed in that regard last year with the character creation of Unity. So let's hope. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. And thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and also follow my Twitter for updates when I'll be making more videos like this. So thanks, guys. See you later.